Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm actually going to tell you what is my setup process when I'm shifting the primary device or my daily drivers. So I was using the LG G8X thing from the last like 6 months or so. Now I'll be shifting to the new device, that is the Nothing Phone 2. I just want to make this video in order to explain you guys in detail like what are the steps that I follow when I'm setting up a new device. These are the first 20 things that I do whenever I'm setting up the device. The first and the foremost thing is, of course, you want all your contacts, your friends and your family details to come from your old device to your new device. So the first important thing you would have to do is you have to go to the settings on your new device like this, and you have to add your Google account. All your contacts, every other things that is related to Google will sync from your old device to the new device. Before going into setting up the sign-in process on your old Android device, there will be a sync option in the Google settings. So there is an option called sync now, which you have to click, and it will automatically sync all the latest information from your phone to the Google Cloud servers. So once you have added your Google account on your new device, in this case I have added my Google account to my Nothing Phone 2. The step 2 of the process is to copy all the call records and the messages from the old device to the new device. What I would suggest is, I have made a separate video on this topic, so it's a very quick video. I recommend you to watch that video in order to do the step 2 of this entire tutorial. The third step of the process are like the simple things that is present on your device, like auto rotate. I don't want the device to keep rotating here like this. I will just turn off the auto rotate on the top bar. And the next important thing is the display. Here in the display there is dark theme. You enable the dark theme all the time, so don't keep it in the light theme. And also there is a screen timeout, set it to 2 minutes. Screen attention is also another option which is present in Nothing, which is nice. So if you are looking at the screen, then the screen won't turn off. It will use the sensor on the top and it will automatically recognize, and it won't turn off the screen. That's a neat feature. When you go to the colors option over there, you can also set the color temperature like cool, warm. So standard you can set, or alive. Alive is like a vibrant color temperature. So night light is something that you can turn on, like you can set the option at the top itself. And also always use the dynamic refresh rate, because it will save the battery and also maintains the high refresh rate. Turn on the HDR display over there. On the status bar you can show like battery percentage. That's an important thing, guys. You can set the battery percentage. You can also show icon when the vibration mode is turned on. Like battery percentage is very important. So display size and text is another important option. I always prefer to have like a very small sized icons and small sized display. These are the simple basic features that you have to do, guys. The next thing that you need to do on your new device is to change this icon arrangement, change this theme. Like if you don't like this theme, you can go for a default theme or something. So you can go here and there will be an option of customization. In the customization, you can choose like the colors and themes over there. Change wallpapers, basic colors, wallpaper colors and other things. Icon pack also, you can select the default icon pack over there. You can select the nothing icon pack or default icon pack.
And in the wallpaper and style options, there are these wallpaper colors or the device accent colors which you can set. As you can see, after we customized, the home screen looks like this in our default or the original Google icon pack that I have selected. The fifth important thing that I would like to do on my device is to set the default apps for all the important actions. In the default apps section, there is your app for your phone or the caller ID. If you like Truecaller as your caller ID application and you are a Truecaller premium customer, then you can set that too. I set up VLC media player for my default video player on my device because that has more options than the default video players. And the next important thing, that is the sixth thing that I do on my device, is to customize my quick settings toggle, which is available in the notification chamber. So what I do is I need these important quick settings like your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, my torch, aeroplane mode, glyph lights, auto rotate, screen sharing, screen casting, important certain features which I am showing in my screen recording over there. Those are the quick settings which I use on a very regular basis, and hence I have just edited using that pencil icon and customized those options or those quick settings in my quick settings toggle. The next important thing that I do is the seventh thing is like the complete organization of my home screen. This is my old device on my right, which is the LG G8X thing, and I have organized the home screen by the order of the most used applications that I set on my home screen. whichever applications that I use the most, I put it on my home screen, and the second priority of those applications, I put it on the right side of the home screen. And I set the app grid to 5x5, and I remove the search bar, I enable the app labels, and I want the icons to be very tiny or very small or as small as possible on the device. See, I have disabled the search bar, and now what I'll do is I'll just install all these applications that I need and set up the home screen as you are seeing over here. I use Twitter, YouTube, Google applications, so on and so forth. The next important thing is to enable the reverse wireless charging. There will be an option called battery share in your settings, which I have put in the quick settings toggle. When you click on the battery share and when you keep any Qi wireless charging supported devices on the back of your device at the center of the wireless charger, it starts charging. The ninth thing that you need to do is to customize the privacy options as per your needs, and also enable the face unlock, fingerprint, and those kind of settings. There is this security and privacy. Here there are a lot of important options like app security, device lock, Google security checkup, find my device, updates, and in the more security options there are much more features like trusted agents, encryption and credentials, app pinning, and several other important security and privacy related features, which is very important for our device vulnerability and device security health. And here you have to set a very important pin or a very secure pin or a password for your device. Every time you unlock the device, you use that feature. So I have set up the fingerprint on my both the right thumb and the left thumb, and also I have set up the face unlock. And most of the times I disable the face unlock. Just for the demonstration purposes, I have enabled the face unlock. I don't like face unlock. I just have kept the fingerprint and the pattern based security. The 10th thing that I do on my device is to enable the autofill with Google. In the settings of my device, there will be this autofill with Google, with the help of which it will automatically fill the passwords to your websites and the apps. The 11th thing that I do is to set up multiple user profiles for personal and work. In the settings in the system, there will be multiple users option. Just turn on that multiple users option. If you are giving your device to a friend or to someone else just for checking out the features, you can enable this guest option. And if you want to set up profiles for your work or personal life, you can set up these multiple profiles over there. If you want to set up your work profile as separate and your personal profile as separate, that is certainly possible in the Nothing Phone 2. And all the important settings that is present for the device basic functions like calls and messages will be enabled on both the profiles, and you can keep both profiles separate using separate Google accounts. The 12th thing that I do is to set the different languages and customize the keyboard on my device. I generally use single language on my device, but there are people who prefer having multiple app languages or multiple device languages. Like if you want to have Hindi and English, or Marathi and English, and Kannada and English, and Telugu and English, or something like that, you can set multiple different languages for each specific app or the entire device. And there is this keyboard options that is present, and in the keyboard options, generally I use Gboard as my keyboard options, and hence I am showing these options for Gboard. I generally set the important things like I set the keyboard height to mid tall, I enable the number row, and also I keep the dark theme on the keyboard, and I enable the keyboard borders. And there are these certain important things that I set up for keyboard, and also I add certain important words to my personal dictionary, so on and so forth. The 13th thing that I do on my device is to set the device animation speeds to 0.5x. You have to go to your settings, and in the Nothing OS that is present over there, there will be your build number. And when you enable the build number or tap on it for 7 times, you will enable the developer options. Then go to the settings or system, and then there will be developer options. In the developer options, scroll down to the bottom. There will be 3 important settings called transition animation scale, animator duration scale, and window animation scale. Set all those 3 options to 0.5x, and your device feels even more faster than the current operations, because the animations will be reduced by 50% when you set that option. That is a really nice, and it gives an overall smoother or a snappier experience on top of the already existing 120Hz display. The 14th thing that I do is to learn how to enable the split screen and pop-up windows. Each device has a different setting, so I am showing it for Nothing Phone 2. Just go over here, and on the top of that there will be an icon for your app label, right? So there will be your split screen window. Just click on the second app and the app will go to the split screen. And another important thing is know how to use the pop-up windows. Pop-up windows will be very important when you want to do multitasking, or if you are having a chatting application and you want to copy something from somewhere to your application that is running on the background, then pop-up windows will be very important. These are the settings which will help you to improve the multitasking experience on your smartphone. That is the split screen and pop-up window. The 15th thing that I do is to learn how to screencast and screen record. Screencasting and screen recording becomes very important. Like if you want to share some images or video on a large screen like a TV or some projector or something, screencast becomes very important. Screen recording is if you want to record something that is happening on your screen and share it with your friends and family, then screen recording becomes very important. And in screen recording also there are multiple options like show the touches, like using a ball to show the touches, recording using your external microphone or recording using the device microphone. These are the different recording settings that will be present for your screen recording. And whatever I am operating on my device will be recorded on that screen. And once it is saved, you can share it with anyone. The 16th thing is to learn how to doodle on a screenshot. We of course know holding down the power button and the volume down button takes a screenshot. But when you click on that pencil icon, you can crop. I generally like to crop and remove all the status bar and other things and show what is the important focus point on my screenshots. And also I use this doodle tool a lot. I try to mark something. I like to write a text, or I like to highlight something on my screenshots and save it and share with who I am chatting with or something. This is something I use a lot and hence I am showing that. The 17th thing that I do on any device is to set a new wallpaper from the default wallpaper settings, or I download it from the internet. In the default wallpaper settings on Nothing Phone 2, there are a lot of different wallpaper options. There are at least 100 plus different default wallpaper options which is present across multiple categories like Earth, Nothing's default theme based wallpapers, nature based wallpapers, and so on and so forth. I just like to set minimal or black or generally darker wallpapers because my icons will be much more visible for me, and hence I like to set the darker or easier or minimal based wallpapers. So as you can see, there are these patterns, there are these solid colors and multiple types of different wallpapers which is present as default on the Nothing Phone 2. You can use those settings or those wallpapers that is available in order to set whichever wallpaper you want of your choice. Otherwise, we can also download a wallpaper from the internet in high resolution like an 8K or something and set that wallpaper too. This is how my home screen looks. The 18th thing that I do is the lock screen widgets and shortcuts. And first thing in the lock screen is to not show any notification content if the device is not unlocked. Okay, that is the first thing that I do. The next thing is there are these quick look widgets that is present on the Nothing Phone 2 which you can enable on the lock screen, like weather and schedules, like your Google Calendar schedules. And also I turn off this lift to lock screen and wake screen for notifications because it saves the battery. And also I put up certain lock screen widgets which are very important for me. And there are these lock screen shortcuts. I have put the torch and camera as a lock screen shortcut, guys, because that is something that I use on a very regular basis, and hence I need this torch and camera shortcuts. The 19th thing that I do is regarding the sound and vibration setting customization. I keep my device on silent all the time or on vibrate all the time because I use a smartwatch and I know whenever there is a notification that comes and it avoids a lot of distraction. But there are a lot of unique sounds which you can keep for ringtone, notification or alarms. And there is this live caption which is very helpful during video calls or when you are in traffic where there are a lot of sounds and you can't hear the opposite person. The 20th thing on the Nothing Phone 2 is to app locking and the app pinning. It helps you to secure important information in your gallery and in your chats. You can just use your fingerprint or the pattern to just lock certain apps on your device. App pinning is also important. If you want to give your phone to someone and they want to use only a specific app, you can just pin that specific app by using this app pinning security feature that is present on the device. So you can just enable this app pinning and also just open any app that you want to share with your friends or anyone who want to check your phone. Just click on pin that app. As you can see, there is an option to pin that app and they can't use any other app, literally. The 21st thing that you can do, which is a bonus for this specific device because this has this unique glyph lights and sound interface, is regarding the customization of glyph lights for your preference. So there is this glyph timer which you can use to know what is the actual time when you set a timer. And another important thing is this glyph composer. There is this glyph composer application which is present on the Google Play Store, which you can install and create a sound of your choice which syncs with the light on the device. And another cool thing is regarding the glyph progress. So on Zomato and on Uber, if you have just booked for a cab, the device uses the LED that is present on the back of the device to show where is your order in case of Zomato, and it also shows where is your cab in case of Uber, which is very neat and very cool. As of shooting this video, just Uber was enabled on the glyph progress bar. And also you can set the bedtime schedules for the glyph interface in order to save the battery. And also this glyph or these lights that is present on the back of the device will be very helpful in dark scenarios. When you turn down your volume or increase the volume, it will show exactly by using the LED lights present on the device. These are a certain specific set of things that I do whenever I set up a new device or move my device from older device to the newer device. You need not follow these steps in the same order, but these are certain things which will help you to set up your device in a very neat way and customize your device for an enhanced smartphone usage experience. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel.